What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. This is Lady J, and it's time to take it to the ring. We're going to review AEW Dynamite. The AEW promotion started the year off right with some absolutely amazing matches and left just enough suspense to keep fans tuned in for their Rampage event Saturday. Oh, and also Friday night. Stakes were high all night in Jersey as we saw multiple championship bouts on tonight's card. We also saw a few veterans and legends ignite some feuds with the young talent that AEW is bringing in. So if that's an indication, we are looking to start one of the most exciting years for the promotion yet. All right, first off, Bryan Danielson and Adam Page set the tone for the event and started the card off in an electrifying fashion. The American Dragon Danielson looking for his second attempt at gaining the AEW World Championship title against reigning, defending champion, Hangman Adam Page. The last time these two fought, they ended up the contest in a draw as time ran out. They went on for like a freaking hour. They looked to finally close out what they finished, and the battle that ensued was heated from the beginning. All right, so Danielson, he set the tone and established the pace of the fight, but Page repeatedly shifted the momentum in his favor, pushing the contender to his limit. The match was absolutely brutal for both of the competitors as they were soaked in each other's blood. Yuck. But neither of them gave an inch, fighting with everything they had for this coveted title. After several unsuccessful attempts, Adam Page was able to connect with his finisher, the buckshot lariat, and pinned Bryan Danielson for the win. This match was utterly grueling, and Page left no doubt that in this match, he earned the right to keep his title. Bam! Then, the annoyingly arrogant Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, looks to pad his record with an easy win to fast-track his efforts to become the AEW World Champion this year. He was supposed to fight the captain, Shawn Dean, in a simple singles match. However, the match was immediately interrupted when WWE and AEW legend CM Punk ran into the ring to confront MJF. As expected, MJF ran and taunted CM Punk from the ramp. Punk then got Friedman officially DQ'd by attacking Shawn Dean, starting him off with a losing record. Punk promised to do this every single time Friedman has a match until he mans up and faces Punk for the trash that he's been talking. After further exchange of insults, MJF totally refused to fight Punk and instead offered him a fight with his friend Wardlow. Punk accepted, warning Friedman that eventually he would run out of people to hide behind and he'd be there waiting for him. Okay, so as disappointing as it is that we don't get to see CM Punk give MJF what he deserves, the upcoming match against the powerful Wardlow will be a must-watch showstopper for sure. Another beloved legend comes out, and he made his way to the ring with the entire crowd singing his song. Oh, yeah. So Jericho's been out for a little while. He had a short hiatus, and he was like, I haven't been at TBS for since 1999. And everyone is singing, and we're all like, Judas in my mind. Just like that, by the way. So he addressed this incident that took him out, the 2.0 duo attacking him with a steel chair, and Jericho's like, I'm going to claim my vengeance against you guys. And so right after mentioning the duo, speaking of the devil, they walked out. After embarrassing them and having the crowd chant insults at the duo, Chris Jericho grabbed a baseball bat. He was then jumped by Daniel Garcia out of nowhere, and the duo. Jericho takes out Garcia with the freaking bat. However, Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, they all ran out to defend Jericho from the onslaught. With there already being a 3-on-3 no-holds-barred match this Friday at AEW Rampage between the trios, this incident only added more fuel to the fire that it's their rivalry. So with Chris Jericho back, will he join in and truly get his revenge? We'll have to watch and see. So the previously mentioned Wardlow comes out with Shawn Spears. You know this is going to be trouble. And they're going to fight an up-and-coming wrestler, Antonio Zambrano. However, after seeing this clear mismatch up close and personal, Zambrano wisely chooses to leave the ring, making it abundantly clear he didn't want to fight. Spears, on the other hand, wasn't having any of it, as he slammed the rookie to the floor and threw him back into the ring to Mr. Mayhem himself. Wardlow proceeded to destroy this poor guy with 5 devastating power bombs. Zambrano laid there like lifeless, and then he was pinned, thankfully ending that match without any more damage. With the insane power of Wardlow on display, it'll be interesting to see how CM Punk plans to approach this upcoming fight with his future opponent. Now, we're moving on to the big Jade Cargill and Ruby Soho facing off for the newly created TBS Women's Championship. Jade was a clear-cut winner for this match from the start, with her impressive undefeated record of 22 wins to back her up, along with those guns. However, Soho was not deterred and even seems confident, walking down the ramp wearing a jacket with Cargill's face on it with the words, God save that beep. Ruby is the more experienced wrestler with over 10 years of experience and gave Jade a run for her money. Cargill's size, strength, and stamina were just too much for Soho to overcome. And then at one point, Ruby loses the ability to use one of her arms, and with all the damage that she took, she was subsequently pinned. Soho proved her fighting spirit once again. She was not going to back down from such a challenge and surely won the hearts of even more fans. Dang. All praise to Jade Cargill as well, as she proves time and time again why she is undefeated. And also, she had her daughter in attendance. You could see her in the crowd. Super cute. Mama won. Now she's the title winner. You go, girl. Later on, Ruby Soho, she was doing her backstage interview when freaking Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and her little posse began to harass Soho for her loss. Retaliating, Ruby mentioned that Baker's upcoming match with Riho for her title, and she's like, I predict that you're going to lose and you need to focus on that match instead of me. The trio then decided that they're going to jump Soho until she's rescued by none other than the valiant Riho. There will now be a tag team match with Ruby Soho and Riho facing Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter this Friday at AEW Rampage. This matchup only gets more exciting since Riho and Britt, they're going to face off the very next day at the Battle of the Belts event for the AEW Women's World Championship. Oh yeah, this is going to be a busy weekend. We then have Brian Pillman Jr. of the Varsity Blondes looking to avenge his fellow group member after they were attacked by the intimidating Doug Malachi Black. Last year, like last week, Malachi spit his black spray into the eyes of poor Julia Hart, for which she's still recovering. She had this like big old black eye patch on. It's like, Pirate Julia? Anyways, so Hart joined her teammate ringside, giving him support throughout this match, although Pillman was unfazed by his opponent's demeanor. Malachi Black. He's got years of experience as a Dutch kickboxer, and it shined through this match as he put a beat down on Pillman. Pillman, he had his moments. He's a tough guy, but he ultimately failed after he slipped on the top rope. He decides to do he gets up on the rope, he slips, and then he gets this mortifying kick from Black. Black Mass. Ending the match, Malachi Black is the victor. Malachi was looking to do even more damage, if not for the surprise appearance of the Lucha Brothers. I didn't know they were going to come save the Varsity Blondes, but they did, and they needed it tonight. So, the moment we've all been waiting for. The main event was nothing short of captivating as the Lucha Brothers attempted to defend their AEW tag team titles for a second time against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. The last time these two teams fought, the brothers were able to secure their victory and their titles by isolating Jungle Boy from his stronger, more dominant, more prehistoric teammate, Luchasaurus, of course. And they took both members one by one as a duo. I mean, this match literally had everything. Jungle Boy and the Lucha Bros used their high-flying skills and athleticism to dazzle the crowd with amazing stunts. They also used their incredible speed to perform split-second counters and mind-blowing transitions that left you wondering, how did they do it? How are they able to do these moves in such unison, with such perfect execution? This is not a Cirque du Soleil. This is professional wrestling. Anyways, so Luchasaurus gave all the power moves in this match, overwhelming his opponents with his strength and toughness. After Jungle Boy somehow survived this ridiculous onslaught that included not one, but two Fear Factor finishes, the Lucha Brothers manager, Alex, he comes and he pulls a table to the outside of the ring. Cheater pants. So Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus's manager, Christian Cage, chases off Alex up the ramp, out of the ring. Get out of here, Alex. Luchasaurus then demolished Rey Fenix with this flying choke slam. And if you watched Fight Kitties, you'll get some very important news regarding that crash. Anyways, Jungle Boy then countered Penta's Made in Japan finisher and shockingly finessed the pin to defeat the Lucha Brothers and become the tag team champions for the first time. So while they celebrated, all the other tag teams came out and they looked on with admiration and envy. This should be fun. As they looked to the future to challenge the current champs for the title. Oh yeah. Can't enjoy it for very long, guys. This event was a blazing way to bring in the start of a new year. With so much happening already, they alluded to plenty of matches that will take place in the coming days. So TNT champ Cody Rhodes will look to defend his title again against Sammy Guevara. It's like he stole Sammy's Christmas gifts, and we're going to see this again. And then, after an impressive debut from Jake Atlas, Adam Cole, baby, is looking to welcome the newcomer to the promotion with a beatdown this Friday at Rampage. Oh, yeah. Veteran Serena Deeb, she's got this rivalry with fellow competitor Hikaru Shida. It's going to come head-to-head this Friday as well, with Deeb cutting a promo, and she's like, I'm going to take all my 17 years of anger and frustration out on freaking Shida to the point where she won't be able to leave the ring. And she can bring it. Aaron Solo will face off against former teammate Hook. That's going to be great. Be there on Friday. There will also be this wild match between Powerhouse Hobbs and Dante Martin. Dude, there's so much going on at AEW. Oh, this has been an AEW Dynamite review. Just the Dynamite. Be sure to tune in with us every week and like, follow, and subscribe to Take to the Ring. Leave a comment and, let us know your thoughts on how this event shaped out and your feelings about what is to come. This is Lady J. Keep it Lucha.